So there's a little hint for people of our little book announcement. I thought I did something a little bit different with how we normally announce these and give everybody a first look via video. So that was a picture of a fairly iconic image. That's I thought might give you guys a little hint there first. So this is our next book from Northwest Metalworx. This is the rough draft I had done in November that we met with Kurt Vanderhoof and gave him a copy of this. So this one and the one that Kurt has are the only existing copies of this printed out like this. So since then it's been edited and more stuff added. We of course interviewed Kurt in person and he was pretty excited about the book. So that was a lot of fun hanging out with him and he told us a lot of stuff. And then after that I interviewed Mark Dodson, who is in England now. And that was pretty cool talking to him over on the other side of the planet. And then the last person I interviewed for it was Joe O'Brien from Rat Pack, who was pretty excited about the book as well. So we talked to a lot of people. Brian Nairn and I interviewed Willie McKay and Bill Louis Lewis, who was a roadie for Metal Church for a long time and grew up with those guys and still friends with them and stuff. And Willie, of course, was their first manager and helped put out the first record, him and Jeff Gilbert back in the day. Interviewed Steve Unger and Kirk Arrington and a whole lot of other people. We talked to all kinds of people and also a lot of older interviews. We got different quotes and things from that we got permission to use, much like we did with Queensryche Spio. So yeah, so that's your first look. I am in the process of editing this right now. We've got an forward coming from Nick Bocott, the former Grim Reaper guitarist, Guitar World columnist for a long time, and good friends with those guys and toured with them, not only with Grim Reaper, but he toured around with them besides, and still friends with those guys. And so we thought that was a perfect fit. Thanks, Bill Lewis, for the suggestion. And so yeah, so that's what it is. So far, it's pretty close to 100,000 words, just a little under that, about 95,000. And so there's pretty extensive concert listings. There's a discography. And then, chapter by chapter, tale of their story. Different incarnations of the band over the years and so on and so forth. So we hope to have that dropped for pre-order probably August, if all goes well, and then have it out in the early fall, early fall to possibly a little bit closer to the holiday season like we did with the Queensryche bio. So that's your first look. We'll be dropping press releases around for this as well come tomorrow, but I wanted to give everybody a chance to hear about it first here. And so Beyond the Black, the story of Metal Church, next book from Northwest Metalworx Music and Books. All right. And then look for another episode of my ongoing Rusted Metal focus of alphabet bands. And next, I forgot some bands, unfortunately, for letter D, so we're going to have a little bit of a part 2 of that with letter E coming up a little later this week. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.